Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered! And today it's going to be a Patreon cast. For those of you who support me on patreon.com/FalconPaladin for at least $1 a month, I do appreciate your continued support. Top left here on Overwatch, it's going to be Speed, also known as Sexy, and in the bottom right, we have Light, off-racing as Protoss. We know how good Light is, off-racing as Protoss. He can beat Flash, so I think he can beat Speed here. So RJB sent me this replay and said Speed is mostly known as Sexy in the Foreigner scene, even though he just went by that for just a few months, a few years ago. So his name is Speed. He likes to go by Speed, so it's going to be Speed, all right? All right, Speed from now on. Again, RJB sent me this replay, as he always does, as he always continues to do, supporting the channel. I really do appreciate it, RJB. And, yeah, go ahead and check him out on YouTube. Just search RJB StarCraft. You will find him. And let him know that Falcon sent ya. All right, man, so Overwatch. A good map for carriers, at least according to a PVT featuring Shuttle that I cast on this some time ago. And again, this is a Patreon cast. So if you're watching this, again, the week of August the 5th, thank you very much for supporting me on patreon.com/FalconPaladin. And if you're watching this in the month of September, hit that like button, hit that subscribe. I am here 6 times a week with StarCraft Brood War content. How crazy is that? Who else is doing that for ya? Who else is throwing up 6 times a week new Brood War casts on their channel every week? Nobody. Nobody. That's who. That's who. All right, anything crazy? No, not at all. Gateway, barracks, neat. Both players going for that gas opening here, so not going for a fast one-racks opening where you defend it with the bunker. What he wants to do instead is the safer, go for a fast factory, have some tanks out, have some Spider Ryans ready to go when these Dragoons show up. So I like it. Giving some respect to Light here, playing his Protoss. I would do it. I mean, honestly, you respect him as much as you would respect his Terran, I think. I mean, look, his Terran's insanely good too, so just respect him all the way around. Doesn't matter that he's off racing, you just play the same play. Play the same strategy you would both ways. SCV scouting down. Cross scout spawn. This is a 2-player map, right? Was it 3-player? I don't remember. Overwatch. Yeah, 2-player, because that's not a main at all. So 2-player map. Scouting the correct place is not hard to do. Sees, okay, yep, Cybernetics core. Protoss just do this. Protoss never ever these days go for a 1-gate expand or a Nexus first. I guess we have seen that on the channel a little bit, like a little bit in time, right? Where, I don't know, it's been happening. And then Terran tries to punish it and stuff, and sometimes that works. But there's that factor we were talking about just a second ago, that gas income really helping with that. Only the 1 worker on gas. We pulled some workers off. Once he had enough money for the factory, going to go into a machine shop, maybe make, I don't know, making a fast vulture doesn't really help very much here because we're not seeing zealots. This is Dragoons all the way, and a vulture's not going to help with that unless it's got Spider Mines available. So Dragoon out, we got the real-time lighting turned back on. For some reason that setting turns off sometimes all on its own. I don't know why, and it's really frustrating, but we got it back. It was a couple casts without it. Sometimes I just don't notice. But with Dragoons, it's very noticeable that he's got the real-time lighting bloom on the attacks. It just lights up the area when it connects on the enemy. Right on. So, bam, machine shop, as predicted. We put 3 workers back on gas. All is good. All is well here from Speed. He is Speed, and he is fast. He's really good with mech. He's really good at kind of just being everywhere with mech in a way that a lot of Terran players aren't. A lot of Terran players kind of blob their mech up into a giant scary mech ball, and that's good. But man, he's kind of like spreading out and using vultures in really good ways. And Marines trying to delay this Dragoon to buy time for the bunker to finish. And everybody makes it into the bunker. Massive, massively good stuff there. So, tank on the way. Now that the machine shop is done. Singularity charge almost done. Ready, set, and go? No. Ready, set, go. There it is. Now you can hit. Now you have the range. Natural base now coming in from Light behind this. He knows how to play PvT because his TVP is really good, and he knows what kills him. Yeah, there you go. Tank shows up. Dragoons can't really sit here firing at the bunker forever. That's stupid. Although, I don't know. They're getting more... they're getting some more damage out of it than average Protoss players do. which again, it's light. Somehow his Protoss is better than so many professional Protoss players' PVTs. It's nuts. It's nuts. So second factory on the way. Protoss wants to expand a whole bunch. Here probably for the third base. Don't really know of any other viable location. Ooh, a viable location for a third base on this map. If you spawn in that bottom right. And the third base is up here. If you spawn top left. What's the upgrade? What is the upgrade going to be? Spider mines. The spider mines are coming in from our guy Speed. I almost called him the wrong thing. Almost did. But double gate coming in. Robotics facility kind of hiding in case a scan shows up. He's hiding this here. I don't know if he wants to go. I don't know why you would hide that. He's throwing up an observatory in a really scoutable position. So like if a scan comes in, he says, I don't see your robo, but you have an observatory. So obviously you have a robo. Like I don't know why putting it out here helps at all. Unless maybe if a drop comes in, this is an advance warning for it, possibly. So a little Marine tank push. Remember, all the Marines survived that early Dragoon stuff. So having 4 Marines here instead of 2 is kind of nice, actually. Doubling them. It's fantastic. He's getting siege mode next. Going to try to set some pressure up here on our guy Light. He's got to wait, doesn't he? Yeah, he's throwing up a missile turret. And what is... Nothing's here. I guess everybody's down to the south. These Dragoons are anyway. They're coming up. They're like, oh, this is some concerted pressure, is it? Turret's coming up just in case, I don't know, they try to pick off the spider mines that are going to be laid here. Like these spider mines, for example. They're going to get murderized. Real good. By these Dragoons. More spider mines getting tossed up. Siege mode up. Siege mode engaged. Siege mode. Oh my gosh. Look at the distance. Look at the distance. Look at that position. I did not know you could hit stuff in this wall from all the way across the bridge. Every Terran player's like, ooh, this is a nice spot. And every Protoss player's like, hey, stop showing this kind of stuff to my Terran enemies as Protoss. It's bad. Oh, you can hit this one too? Dude, he's supply blocked him. He supply blocked Light. He's throwing up a bunker right here. Gotta bust that out. That bunker cannot happen. So Dragoons move in. They're trying to pick off the vultures. They're not really worried about the bunker, and I think they should be. The bunker gets finished. Oh no! The bunker's finished. The repair on the bunker's trying to get some stuff done. That Dragoon dies. That Dragoon's taking a lot. Another one goes down. Zealots coming in to try to finish this off, and they do. The bunker repair is not amazing. Didn't bring more SCVs for that. Jumping on top of this tank all the way across the bridge. Very brave Zealot. He can't kill that siege tank, and he's getting extra shots up on the bridge. And Light does pick off one siege tank, but I don't think it's is it enough? Is it enough here? No, loses Dragoon, loses the other tank. Big last second destruction of that other tank was a huge thing for Light. But, you know, that was all you had, so we're just going to wander in some slow vultures into your base. To kill some of your probes, maybe. I don't know. Look at this Marine. He's like, I got you. I can take these. I'm good against Dragoons. Are you, though? I don't know. Dude, Light busted it out. Got a third base and all of that chaos. Spider-Mine's continuing to get laid down, but we've got ranged Dragoons and Observers, so not as good. Not as good as they would otherwise be here, right? Right. Whew. Stargate and a Citadel of Adun on the way. Probably going to go for that Arbiter tech. On the other side, Speed's got an armory. He's just doing normal stuff. Third command center coming in. I kind of like that. The early aggression was nice. It's 37 to 50 workers, though. Speed cut a lot of SCVs to make that attack happen, and I don't think he did enough damage to the economy of Light to really make it worth it. It was awesome. I'm not going to say it wasn't awesome, because it was awesome. But here we go. Oh, we couldn't reposition the tank in the same spot to hit this pylon again. Weird. He wants to finish it off with the Vulture, but he can't. No way. Not enough damage there. Dragoon's getting shuttled in for defensive purposes. This pylon staying alive is everything to Light's Protoss play. Additional factories coming in. There's your Templar Archives. There's your Zealot legs. All sorts of good stuff here from Light. Just all of his tech down here. All of his production kind of up here. It's all organized. Neat and organized, as a good Protoss player should be. Woof. So hit that like button if you're enjoying this one so far. It's been a lot of fun. I love early aggressive Terran pushes against Protoss. And I love watching Protoss hold them. It's very nice. Ah, the vultures are like, we can get up this ramp. No, you're not. No, try to escape. Can you do it? Well, actually, 2 of you can. That's pretty good. Really shocked we don't have vulture speed yet. It's on the way, but we're at 10 minutes into this game. We don't have it yet. Just the pressure. The pressure continuing. The pressure continuing. Third base landing for speed. And he's shuttling a bunch of his Dragoons over here. The counterattack is pretty good. But there are 4 tanks. There is a bunker with no Marines in it. He's making some Marines, actually. He's continuing with Marine production. I thought for sure he would really only make the 4, and then it's just mech all the way down. But, guys, it's like, oh, shoot. Do we defend this bridge, or do we defend this high ground here as an attack path into this base? This is also another attack path. Kind of got to go down a ramp, then up a ramp. It's not super easy to engage with, and, coming in from both sides to dislodge this position. There's not a lot here. There's a tank with Spider-Mine up to kill that guy. There's a vulture and some missile turrets. So, 2 tanks, I apologize. 2 tanks clears it out, no problem. 137 and 90 total supply in favor of the Protoss here, but he's got 3 bases. To the 3 bases of the Terran. He's got a 4th base warping in bottom left, and vulture run by attempt right into the natural base. Full evacuation of the probes happening. Spider-Mine's getting laid down in all of this chaos. Dude, a Spider-Mine connection on these probes would be brutal. Oh, Zealot takes a hit to the face anyway. That's pretty good. And Zealot's just absolutely jumping on these vultures, trying to do what they can. These guys sneak down into the main base, closer to this mineral line, throwing down more Spider-Mines, and getting behind the mineral line. That's not good. Really reducing this probe count immensely. It's down to 50 probes. It's 49 probes to 50 SCVs. Massive, massive vulture run by there for speed. Excellent, excellent work by him. Wow, okay. We got a Terran science facility coming in here too. Obviously going for the science vessels. Got an SCV hanging out up top, not doing anything whatsoever. See, look, idle workers, it happens to everybody. It happens to Flash and Bisu, happens to Light, and happens to Shuttle, and happens to Stork. It happens to everybody. Everybody has idle worker problems sometimes. Just matters of how quickly you resolve the issue. Like, this SCV's already gone, see? It was idle for a second, but not too bad. That's why speed is actually hanging with Light here, is because of that kind of stuff. 144 to 110 supply. Protoss army is huge. It is way bigger. The worker count is actually higher for the Terran player. So smaller Terran army. Tank count is not scary. I talk about that a lot. Are the tanks, are they scary tanks? No, these are not scary tanks. And actually, Vulture's trying to mess with this bottom left base. Wow, Light heads up to the 3rd base of the Terran and tries to wipe that out. Just absolutely, smashing face into the supply depots, into any spider mines that might exist. SCVs are trying to fight here as well. Coming up a high ground position is always hard, but there was nothing up here to stop it from happening, and the vultures are inside the house. The 4th base is gonna die for Light here, but also the 3rd base. Oh no, an Arbiter shows up requiring constant scans now because there aren't any Goliaths in this army for speed at all. Oh no, so losing the 3rd base to the Terran is a major problem, but losing the 4th base to the Protoss is no bueno either. Can he hold it? Can he hold this? He's got +1 tanks rolling in. Defender's advantage helping a lot here. But a huge swell of Zealots just rolled in. They've got no upgrades. Against the 1+1 attack upgrades of the mech is pretty good. But when you're just overwhelmed and outnumbered here, it's not ideal. These vultures should be killing this Nexus. Like right now. Like right now. They should all be up here trying to kill it. It will take them forever, but they'll get it with enough time. Are the scans available? I don't know. These 0-0 speed lots are putting in some work right now. Wait, did upgrades finish during this attack? Nope, still 0-0. Light doesn't believe in upgrades for Protoss. He thinks they don't need them. So he has to lift his 3rd command center. Terrible stuff. There we go. Now Speed figures out that he needs to wipe out this Nexus of the 4th. If he can get that, he might be okay. A 2-basing Terran versus a 3-basing Protoss is not a horrendous place to be. And RJB only sends in the good replays, man. This is great. This is really good. We're at 14 minutes, and we're at a 3-base to a 2-base scenario. Bases have died. Workers have been massacred. It's 51 to 41 workers, though. So remember the advantage that Speed had in worker count a minute ago. It's gone. It's gone, baby, gone. Kapew, kapew, kapew. Researching EMP, finally. I feel like he wanted to get that started sooner, but Didn't have the time for it. He needs more vultures. He's producing 3 vultures at a time and a couple Goliaths. He knows what he needs. He's working on it. He's still down 50 supply, but it's not as bad now because his worker count is lower than it was. Spider Mines. Just going to slow it down. Maybe get some connections on some Zealots. Maybe. That's like the most you can hope for in the situation against Light. He's not going to forget detection. Vultures are like, well, can we get into the natural base? No. Can we get into the third base? Absolutely not. No. So the vultures might as well just come back home and help. Yeah, not happening, dude. Wants to kill this cannon before it finishes. And no, they can't, but they do kill it. Losing a couple vultures in the process, that's the problem. Recall! 12 o'clock. Not 12 o'clock, but right into the main base of Speed. Recalls against Terran is not the greatest thing of all time, but killing an armory is nice. Some supply depots dying. Some SCVs obviously going to get killed. That Arbiter got wiped out because it wandered into the range of this Goliath problematically. Zealots in the mineral line causing all sorts of issues too. Are there enough Terran? Yes, enough Terran units to wipe this out, but it really prevents him from being able to retake his third base anytime soon. Protoss re-expansion up the right side and down to this low ground for a fourth. There are different options for a fourth base on this map. Not so much for the third, but for the fourth. Absolutely. Yes. So I love that. Light's like, well, I've got some money. Let's double expand. Keep the pressure on. I really am struggling to see a path forward to victory here for Speed. Getting his third base back would be huge, but I'm not sure that he can hold it. Sure, he's going to land it here, but what's that going to do for you? Yeah, not much. Not much at all, because there's way too much Protoss down here. They still have no upgrades, by the way. +1 attacks coming in at 16 minutes, but maybe... You know what? If Lights... Ah, gets another recall in. There were... Oh, it does kill the Arbiter, but as we know, the spell cast happens before the animation, and the recall finishes anyway, despite the death of that Arbiter. Oh, Speed just getting taken to task here by Light right now. His Protoss is so scary. Like, ultimately incredibly scary. And I just... it's 114 to 87 supply. Look, I love Speed, but he just lost his third CC. That is so brutal. That is just so almost game-endy here. And if these bases are successful for Light, I think that's it. I think unless Speed can do something about these two Nexuses, unless he can reestablish a third, those are the things he needs to do to win this game. And I don't know that he has the ability. He doesn't know that he has the money or the might to make it happen. Vultures cruising around. Just, you know, being as annoying as vultures can be, slowing down the Dragoon march across the map to try to deal with the aforementioned vultures. So they kill a probe, and they're like, we killed a Nexus earlier today. We can do another one, right? Meanwhile, more vultures getting into this fourth base. We'll call this one the fourth base on the right side, the fifth base. Sniping. Okay, Zealot's trying to deal with this. No, say the vultures that do have +2 attack now. So, I don't know, if there's a path forward from Speed, it's going to be upgrades. It's going to be +2 attack versus 0 armor, 0 shield Protoss units. That might be good enough. This Observer sitting here forever is really bad. Like, really bad for Speed. Whoa! +2 vultures, man. They're going to get it. They're going to get it. No, they decide not to. They could have gotten it, but it would have taken the sacrifice of too many vultures, and he can always come back for it, I think is the plan here. Meanwhile, another forward position getting set up. He's going to harass this fifth base on the right side. Speed trying to make a comeback of his own while not retaking a third yet. Okay, he's got a third command center. He needs to float that up and over, like, now is what he needs to do. Can Light hold on to this fifth? The answer is maybe. Arbiter getting shoved back and pushed back, and EMP getting tossed down. I think that was an EMP. No, there's a lot of shields. Never mind. Tanks on the ramp getting focused down by Dragoons with +1 attack. Zealots coming through the pylon wall. They can do that, you know. Chunky guys like Dragoons and Siege tanks can't, but Zealots absolutely can. He's leaving enough to defend this. Oh, is he leaving enough? That's amazing. He brings in a smaller group of vultures to finish it off, and he gets it. Okay, that was big. That was really big. The third base does land. There's no SCVs at it. There's another drop coming. This is only 2 Zealots, though. Light can't really afford to send anything else other than 2 Zealots. And he's going to lose the shuttle. Oh, he does lose the shuttle, but 2 Zealots. Their mission has been accomplished of trying to kill a missile turret and failing. Okay, that's not really a mission at all, is it? No. This base died. Speed, he took down the 2 bases. He did the thing, and he took a third base. I thought he couldn't do it. He showed me wrong. He proved me wrong. Man, I watched, what was it? There Will Be Blood, the 2007 film with Daniel Day-Lewis the other day, because I thought I'd seen it and I never had. Anyway, point being, he has this voice that he does for this character, Daniel Plainfield. And it's like this. And there's a line that he says in the film where he goes, "I drink your milkshake." And it's fantastic. It is so funny. That movie is like simultaneously very interesting and also hilarious. And I'm not sure it's intended to be. Dude, why did you not EMP? You had like 200. Oh, his EMP research got canceled. Oh no. EMP getting canceled is a big problem. I think he's got enough. Got enough here to handle this. The Arbiter dies. The tank's on the back line with their +2 attack. Once again, no armor on these Dragoons. I guess they have the default 1, but it says 0 on there, and that's a 0 armor Dragoon to me. Third base stays alive. Guess who's replanted his 5th? Guess who hasn't replanted his 4th, though? Intriguingly enough. He's long-distance mining from it. Like, really long distance. He doesn't have enough money to rebuild it. This is intense. This is an intense match. I like it. I'm going to give this one a thumbs up for sure. Hit that like button if you're enjoying it, because this has been absolutely non-stop stuff. And if Speed can do this, I'm going to be very impressed by him. I'm already impressed. I'm already impressed with him being able to take Light, playing Protoss at 21 minutes, and basically have almost even supply with better upgrades than the Protoss. I mean, that's really more of a function of what Light is choosing to do than him denying upgrades or anything, right? He's not sniping forges necessarily, but... Okay, defensive matrix is used against that tank on the high ground. Getting some good shots off. Spider mines connecting, killing a zealot, almost killing that tank though. It should be enough. Should be enough from the Terran to hold this off. That Arbiter taking some shots from +2 Goliaths. Every one is a big chunk of damage, and it is going to die if it doesn't get out of here, and it's not. So that's a dead Arbiter. All right, zealots inside the mineral line, killing SCVs as well as they can with their +1 attack and their speed upgrade. Very, very good. More SCVs going down to 39. Sub 40 worker count here for Speed in this match. 10 Dragoons being produced at a time for Light here. He's trying to pull ahead. Vultures are like, can we kill this cannon before all of our vultures die? No, the answer is no. Wait. Ah, he did it! He did it! With 4 HP, and he's killing probes back here with his +2 attack. Ah! Light! Big push into this 4th base that Speed managed to take, and I wasn't paying attention to it at all. These Dragoons are getting absolutely surrounded. They're going to take down as many tanks as they can before they die, but there's really not much of an exit strategy for these guys, is there? No. They are dead. This Vulture has 11 kills. He forced all of the mining to stop over here at the 5th base. The 4th base is back, though. That's huge. 4th base running for Speed. 3rd base running for Speed. He's going the distance. He's going for Speed. Name that song. I'll give you a heart. A GG Light taps out? What? What? Was he just like, I don't have enough? Speed's like, did I do this? Did I really just do that? He's still in the game. He's like, am I? All right, you're messing with the stats, dude. Wow. So yeah, but hit that like button if you enjoyed that match. Holy smoking Zola. All right, we're gonna go to 23 minutes. I think he just caught wind of the army that Speed was pushing with here, and he was like, I don't have enough. I guess. I mean, there's nothing to stop. Yeah, I guess that's it. He's like, there's way too many tanks here. 6 of them. They have +2. I've got a handful of Dragoons. I've got 3 Zealots. Just trying to big picture this. Yeah. He's like, I can't break that. It's a little premature, but this army's setting up right here. And killing this base is massive. They can go left and kill this base without too much trouble. Wait, where'd that one go? Where is that base? You start here, and it's around here. It's here. Like, no, it's here. I don't know. Oh, it's right here. And he does. And he wants to, okay, you're messing with the stats. Stop doing that. Anyway, wow. I'm going to give you anything else but a wow for that match. RJB, this is one of the better ones he has sent. Speed manages to get the win despite losing his 3rd, being a 2-basing Terran for a lot of the game, getting recalled twice. And I think a lot of that is upgrades. He just had the 2-1 upgrades, whereas all Light was rolling with was +1, no armor, no shields at all. And the aggression from Light in this game, both players, and from Speed. The early push into the natural was great. He manages to wipe out this right side base. He manages to wipe out this base while re-expanding. He loses his third, but he doesn't let that get him down. He's got 485 APM right now. Incredible. What a great, super insanely good back and forth from both of these players. I just, hats tipped to both of these dudes. 150,000 points for Speed, no, for Light, and 149,000 for Speed. There we go. So actually, again, the winning player has the lower score, which happens more often than I ever thought it would on this channel. Similar numbers of units killed, but got outproduced by the Terran by about only 110. Only 110. The production from Speed was insanely good. Buildings raised 18 to 10 there, and then, yeah, did outspend the Terran. Our Protoss Light player did by a full 8,000, 7,000 points about. Resources, rather, and so that should have been enough, but I think the aggression was too good. I think the upgrades, the rebuilding of the tanks, he never got that huge tank count, but you know what? At the end of the game, his scary tank count, and the one that really mattered was 6. And sometimes the scary tank count can be 6. That's how Terran is sometimes. Amazing. Like, truly amazing. That was thumbs up, fantastic play all the way around from both players. I'm sure they're both very excited about that game and how well it went for each of them, but somebody's got to come out on top, and it was Speed. It was Speed today. Incredible. Like, truly, truly incredible stuff. All right, so that is going to be it for me today. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered and a Patreon cast. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw, what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching. You take care of yourself.